She was coming.
I only use it.
I thought Nick messaged me, maybe I'm wrong.
Sorry, is that bugging you too?
No, literally, it's like, I wish I had my kit with me.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally like, it's like about this big, and it's LED like strips, but then it literally is like flexible, and you can like fold it, and it has a battery, which is nice. I got it on Amazon.
Your makeup light?
Yeah, I don't use it very often.
Yeah.
I only use it mostly for like viewing. You know, when I go to viewing, I'm like, I would like at least one direct source. Because I don't really care to have light like the whole time.
Yeah.
I just need it while I'm like foundation matching. Pretty much other than that, like, or at least to understand kind of like everything's balanced. But I feel like I got so used to early on in my career
set
wearing
it on
like
a
shitty.
table?
Yeah.
What?
Do you set it on a table or do you put it
I
on
have one of those like little like octopod kind of stands. So you can attach it to whatever you want. You can attach it to a camera, you can attach it to a tripod. I have like a small one that has flexible legs, so if I wanted to like grab it onto like something I could. Usually I just set it because I don't want to carry around something huge because I'm already carrying around a bunch of other crap.
Yeah.
And it works pretty well. It gets pretty bright. I'll try and find a link. Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. So we're gonna talk about glowy skin. So the first thing I thought we would go over is like the realistic glowy skin for brides and unrealistic glowy skin for brides. I have a couple pictures, so, and I think it's because they don't know, and literally, so I was looking through Pinterest today. Everything's AI.
Yeah.
And so that they're over highlighting it.
Yeah.
So I honestly think they can't probably find, because I had a heck of a time finding realistic bridal makeup.
Right.
But like, so unrealistic bridal makeup. So like when I get pictures like this, I talk to them about it, you know, like this is very glowy, right? Like this is the kind of makeup that needs to be maintained
That's like
throughout a
beauty
wedding
makeup.
day. Right, so it's not something that's gonna last for 10 hours because there's not enough powder, you can't, the setting sprays would have mattified that out a lot. So that's kind of like when I see those pictures, I'm like, so do you like all of that glow? And if they're like, usually they're like, no, I just want a little bit, or, if they do say they want this, I'm like, well, here's our issue. Like, could we do something like that? Like, yeah, I can infuse any foundation with an obscene amount of like glow serum. However, you're not, it's not gonna last. And I think most people at that point are like, okay, like that makes sense, right? Nobody really wants to be thinking about their makeup throughout the day. And I think that's also where they get confused, especially when, was it last year or 2 years ago, and everybody was showing Sophia Richie's makeup. And they were like, oh, it's so natural and glowy. Okay, well, they're like, she didn't have foundation. She had like hundreds of thousands of dollars to do skin prep. And she had a makeup artist there all day to do touch-ups. So she didn't have to have powder on her face. She didn't have to do all those things. So just kind of talking about that, I think is like a very big one. And I think it's easy to miss as well, in the conversation that we're having about glowy skin with the brides. So then this is the one I found of like realistic, and honestly this is so hard to find. And so I think it's probably just going to continue to get harder and harder because that's all they're getting are AI images. So I don't know if you can see them, but realistic glow where it's like here highlighted on her cheeks. Hi. Inner, here, and just talking to them about you have to powder these areas if you want them to stay. You know what I mean? Like you have to use color. And like setting sprays, I feel like even the ones that are saying they're dewy tend to be, I feel like, a little more mattifying. And no matter what, if you're putting powder, it's going to matte out a little bit. So I feel like those are like realistic ones where you're getting like a little bit of highlight on the nose. But I feel like this one too is a good example of, I don't know if you guys can see it, but like her glow is makeup, right? This is clearly makeup. There's makeup there. It's not like that AI overshine where it just looks like they're glowing from within. So I feel like that one's a good one. Like you can tell that it's makeup glow. But that's like super up close. When you're looking farther away, it's still gonna photograph really well. It's still gonna look like healthy glowing skin. It's just not, your whole face isn't a sheen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just gonna talk about are those two ones. Outside of that, I was thinking about, so when we send the trial emails, we send something to the brides that say, this is how you can prepare. And we do tell them to do all of these things, but they don't always read. Like, we send them so much information, they don't always read that stuff. So I know, and I think Melanie, you're good about this too. I think it's worthwhile, and I'm gonna start doing this as well, to send your own prep info. So kind of like when we've talked about doing email templates, so your email template for it saying, you know, hey, I'm so excited you're booked with me this time at this place. Here's my list. And to make it even easier, I would honestly suggest not having it be an attachment, just an email template, because people don't always open attachments, and if they do, they're glancing over it. They're more likely to read through it, I think, if it's fully just laid out in an email. But that's a good place to tell them, you know, for your skin to look the best, we want you to drink a lot of water coming into the morning of your wedding or your trial. Like, lots of water is going to keep you hydrated. Dermaplaning is a really good idea. I say that to so many of my brides.
I didn't think about that.
Oh no, you're fine. But I say to so many of my brides, like, I have found myself saying that to them at the trial when they're like, I really want my makeup to look natural, and I'm like, okay, here's what I want to discuss with you is, when you can see makeup, it's because there's dead skin cells on your skin. It's because there's peach fuzz on your skin. That's going to make us see makeup. So the best way for your makeup to look natural and like skin is to remove all of that. And so that's why, and I usually tell them at the trial after we're looking at their peach fuzz.
Yeah.
Let's prepare them a little better ahead of time. This is also a good time to tell them, like, you should exfoliate. And we've talked before about those Shop My pages, which I will help you set up if you need it. It is very, very easy. You put in the products that you like, and when they buy from your link, so you put your link in there, you get a commission. It is very, very easy.
Oh.
And I have I have one product that I have always liked, and for years I've referred it to my brides. It's a Cure facial brightening scrub. You can get it at Target, you can get it on Amazon. And literally every bride I've told to use this has bought it. And I'm like, why have I never given them a link? Like, they just bought it and I've gotten nothing from it. So like, if you have a product, you know, and just make sure you're telling them in your kind of your email, don't use that the day before. Try it out a week before. Make sure you don't have any reactions. Like, give them the details on how you want them to show up, because the better they show up, the more prepared, the easier it's going to be to do glowy skin, right?
You say that about dermaplaning too.
I always say, is it dermaplaning?
So
Dermaplaning.
I've had two
Like
people come in
dermaplane.
with slices in their face,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I bought the tinkle razors. My daughter told me to dermaplane." Anyway,
I use those
They're just
too.
going too aggressive.
But people
My sister
are-
did that. I was like, how are you shaving your
Yeah.
face off?
You give a
People
person
are
a
more
razor and they
sensitive
will
and
cut
like,
themselves.
that's why
We
I
won't.
started
do it.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
My
people are
services,
like
because if I
this.
slap
Like,
someone.
I don't know how you do
I
that.
have one in my kit that I will show them sometimes. Like, at their trial, I'll be like, here's how you want this to
Okay.
feel. Sometimes I'll show them their hand. Like, you want it to be like at a 45-degree angle. Like,
you
just
shave your
little
lip.
tiny like shaves. You're not, you know,
Yeah.
scraping your
No.
whole
You
face.
can also say, you know, obviously going in and getting a facial and having dermablading done isn't financially feasible for everybody.
Right,
That's okay. Here's a tutorial to how to do it yourself, and here's a link to the things that I like. Again, try this earlier, because some people it will aggravate their skin.
Yeah.
You know, but like, that's another thing. You can prepare them. They can have a tutorial, you know, how to do it. All of those things.
Literally the worst bride who ever had peach fuzz I've ever had was the one that didn't dermaplane. I told her, I even gave her razors, like those little tinkle. I was like, here, take one of these. She's like, I totally forgot. So I literally did it on her wedding day, because I was like, your
I
makeup
would
is
not.
not
Hell
going to
no.
look.
I'd be
Oh,
I
I
would
was
do
so
all
scared.
I have no
Wow.
idea.
You're like, how
You are brave.
But it was so, her peach fuzz was so much that I was like, there's no way your makeup's gonna look good. Like, this is what we have to do. I'm sorry.
She probably till this day still does it because she saw her makeup and was like,
If you once you've had, I tell people that too. They'll be like, you know, and they always have the old like wives tell, like, oh, is it gonna grow back thicker? Is it gonna do whatever? I'm like, no, it's fine.
I'm gonna be leaving for the day.
Okay.
Can you make sure it's latched?
Yeah. Hi. We'll do it. Thank you.
I bought one on
Um,
Amazon that's really nice and it's replaceable. The
Oh,
blades.
nice.
What's the brand?
But again,
Oh,
share
it's so
those
good.
darn links. This is
Yes.
an easy way for you to make extra money. Share
the
the links
Tinkle
of the
Face
skin
cheaper.
prep that you like. Those, you know, from those damn Tinkle razors.
Yeah.
I can also, if you need help, it is easy to become an Amazon affiliate. Okay, it's not hard. I can help you with that if you need help. Shop Me is a really good one, but I mean, Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't hurt, you know? And they do have some products on there that are good.
Do you have to sell a certain amount?
No,
or
I don't
anything
think
like
so.
that?
No,
Okay.
and what makes Amazon even better, and take my information on this with a grain of salt, because I am not good about sharing my links. That is like on my list of something to be much better about in the future. But this is true for like any influencer, anybody you see who's sharing an Amazon link. If you're like, I just wanted to see what that is, you open their Amazon, or you open their link onto Amazon, even if you don't buy anything. If they don't buy anything, if they look at it and then they back out, but later they buy something, you get a credit for it. You get the credit for it because you're the last link. Your link was the last one that opened,
Wow.
Oh,
right?
that's cool.
So you would get like a commission.
Yeah.
And I always think about that now when they're like, because there's like big creators who make a lot of money, and there's one that I follow who's just so cute and just normal. And she'll be like, all you have to do is open it if you want to support me. So now I'm like, if I remember, I'll just go to her newsletter or something, and I'll click her link, because like, why not? I'd rather support like this cute single mom than this woman with 2 million followers. So again, those are all things that we can do to be increasing our money, and then like setting the bride up to make our trial easier, right? Because it does take work to make glowy skin.
And we've only had one, so we're not making a lot of money on this because we haven't been doing it. But the one bride she sent the Shop My link to, she gave like one or couple product recommendations. The girl bought like a whole bunch of other stuff, and you could
Because I
send
linked it
to
through, so
cart.
on Shop Me, you have an option of where you're going to link to, and it'll tell you who pays the most commission. So I remember when I sent it to her, it was easier for me to go onto Sephora, because like they had all of the products. Well, she only brought like 2 of the things on my list, but she went crazy at Sephora, and so I got a commission off of.
Nice.
So I think it just requires, and that's something that I am trying so hard to work on this year, because residual income, it's just that little stuff, and if it adds up every time. So it's that same thing, like when we've talked about the Shop Me page before, I always say like after the trial, that was like with that girl, I was like, these are all of the products that I used on your skin today. You know, here you go if you want a reference. This is your lipstick is an easy one. Link it to Sephora. She's probably gonna buy something else. So again, I will help anybody. It's very easy to set that up, and it's very easy to get that link into your email template.
Or like the lip color, because
That's
it
it.
was
They
one
all
to buy
buy
their
one.
own.
Mhm.
So that's a
So
good
many
one.
of my, well, I don't do like ton of brides, but when
I tell my brides pretty much to buy their own.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give disposables, especially to bridal party, but for my brides, I'm like, first of all, I always tell them, I don't carry every lip color here, so we might not land on exactly what you want today. If we don't, my suggestion is go to Sephora with your trial pictures, say, this is what we had, I'm looking for gloss, long, whatever it is you're looking for in that color family, because they have everything. So you can try it, and Sephora will give samples so you can try it. So I'm already sending them to Sephora. If we do land on a lipstick here, it would be nice, because how many times do you put like pillow talk on somebody and they're like, it's perfect. Might as well buy it off of my link. You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves pillow talk. Okay, so that was all I wanted to talk about with that. Also that one other thing is I would say, when you open that conversation for how to prep like their skin for their trial, I feel like it's more likely they may ask questions. Like if you have, dry skin or whatever, if they respond and they have questions, we have very talented estheticians on our team, very talented. So if they're questioning, like, that's also another thing. They'll be like, scared of being dermaplaning, or at the trial, they'll say, like, you're just very dry. Or they'll ask me for product recs. I don't know. Like, here, go see Christine. It's very easy to refer over to somebody. Like, she's very, very good at what she does. Try to keep the referrals, in-house. Like, we have people here who can help. So that was my other thing.
Thanks, guys.
If we do send them to Christine, how do you want it? Do you want us to give them your phone number
Yeah.
or? Okay.
Yeah, I don't do any online booking unfortunately, but yeah, just give them my phone number. They can call me, text me. I'll get right back to them within 24 hours.
Okay. So then I thought we would just demo. So I was going to do Missy, but then she had something happen. You look good.
How is
From
it?
Christine.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you about it later.
She had a thing. So Melanie said she would model. So
Make me beautiful. I'm so bored with my makeup right now. So.
So as we start this, again, I'm not the end all be all. You guys all know that. These are the things that I have been doing that I have noticed a difference in. So my hope is I'll show you what I've been doing, the products that I've been using, why I'm using it, and then hopefully we can chat about what you're using and what you're finding while we're doing this, because I think it's much easier for us to collaborate together because you guys have great ideas. I have some product ideas, and it just makes it much easier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to, so like per the email with, sorry. I'm like, I don't have hair.
Now she's asleep.
Here's the problem is I'm used to Missy being my model, and I'm always
I have not had my makeup done since baby school, which is 15 years ago. So I do not have anyone touch my face, not like because I'm like no one just ever does my makeup. So I'm sorry. But I'm
not like a
might be
touchy
judgy. Sorry.
person. It's okay. I'm not like a touchy-feely person in general, but for some reason when I'm with Missy, I'm always like, how are you? Oh my god! Or like we'll be standing in line somewhere and I'll just start playing with her hair. I'm like, what is wrong?
True love.
So I'm sorry. We're just a little too close. So anyway, so the primed email tells them how we want them to come prepared, and you've all seen it. We say try to exfoliate, a few days before, come with clean, moisturized skin. I have switched my process up a little bit because I generally then, so somebody would come and I'm just like, oh, yep, you feel good. Or if they don't, then I, add more. I have started, even if they're coming with moisturized skin, started my process different. Because even if it's moisturized, it might not be exfoliated. So I've added this to my kit. These are sorry, my new glasses are coming. I have to take these on and off 72 times.
I'm the same here.
I went to the eye doctor yesterday, and he literally is so awkward. He was like, everything falls apart after you're 40. I was
That's
like, yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Eye doctor, she goes, "Oh, you're fine." I'm like,
Excellent
okay.
information, sir. So they're Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. And this is the other thing that I wanted to address is that I've talked about this, how makeup, brides have become harder, right? Everything has become more intense. There's more steps. For me personally, that has meant that I have asked to up my bridal makeup time from 45 minutes to an hour. I'm still maintaining.
Can we do that?
You can.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
I'm still maintaining the shorter period on bridesmaids because obviously you can't do the whole thing. But on the brides, I'm taking extra time to prep their skin. And truly, I get all of this my information off of Instagram. So this is the Elemis Resurfacing Pads. So far, I really like them. And this just
I know, I
helps.
opened that can.
Obviously.
What alpha hydroxy
Are these on your
acid is
link?
it?
I
I'm
got
sorry,
that
can you
home too.
What alpha
Never
hydroxy
thought to
acid
bring
are
them
in
for
yours?
I do.
She's a good question.
What do you know? I don't know.
Well, no.
There's no information on here.
Oh, okay, because
Do you want me to Google it?
there might be someone that might be allergic to.
I know.
So I've been worried about that.
Yeah.
I have been very worried. So what is it you look for?
Well, what are the ingredients? What are the
There's
alpha
no
hydroxy?
ingredients on here.
Really?
I'm looking
What
it up
about
right
the
now.
box?
Oh, I don't know where- I don't
probably-
have the
Oh,
box.
okay.
It's Elemis Facial Resurface Pad. So I've been worried about that.
Clean
Um,
ingredients, vegan, sustainable packaging. Give that. These are all like Ulta highlights.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ingredients.
An Instagram makeup artist told me she loved these.
What was the question about the ingredients?
What's in it?
What
What's
is
in
it?
it?
I'll-
They're
No.
expensive on Amazon.
Yeah, they are.
$50.
So
I have the first aid.
what's tricky for me is also, I don't know,
Use those.
like, I ask people, brutal honesty here. I'm always like, do you have any allergies? If they said yes, I don't know what I would do. I truly don't. Unless it was like latex, and then I'd be like, okay. I know what glue not to use.
I had a
Like if
client
they said a
allergic-
random ingredient, I would be like,
I did have a
what
prize.
now?
And I go, that would be nice if you brought,
I know.
you know, a brand that you really trust.
Yeah.
Because I don't know all the
There's no
ingredients
alpha
in this liner. I don't.
benzoic
You know,
acid,
it's like.
but
You
there's
know,
no
I had a
alpha
client
hydroxy
just
acid.
thinking
Allergic
that
to
that is
citrus.
something excellent that we should
brush
include.
cleaner has orange oil in it.
And I will
by
say that
Green Spirits. I
Oh,
literally
yeah.
used disposables on her
More
the entire process because I was like, I don't trust any of my
people
brushes.
who have,
You know, that was fun.
because people will tell us in the emails, and this isn't true for every time, but I have found that people who have a skin allergy usually say it right away in the emails, but it is great, and you're right, we should include that somewhere, like, you know, let's make sure they don't have it before time. But usually those
It's in
people
our
say it in the
contract.
is it?
But
They'll say it, they'll be like, listen, I'm allergic to this, and
Right.
usually what we tell them is,
Right.
it's impossible, like, look at this. I cannot go through every single product here and try to tell you what's in,
Right.
or if it's in all of this. So usually I will send like whatever artists are working with, will be like, these are the general products, the brands, you can find out for yourself if they're gonna bother your skin or bring your own makeup. It's kind of how that is. Did you find the answer to this?
Yeah, there is no alpha hydroxy acids. There's benzoic acid, which is not an alpha hydroxy
It
acid.
makes it just a little red, right?
Yeah.
Their skin looks a little red after,
Yeah.
but everybody's, so every time, because I don't know
There's
that,
just a lot of ingredients and a lot of chemicals
in this,
in the, yeah.
so should you be worried in general?
I mean, I don't know. The pads and things for the resurfacing, I wouldn't get nervous using it. I'd use it for the trial, and then if it worked, I'd use it day off. But I don't think I'd use it on someone that I've never seen before and use it for the first time, like any.
Right,
Right. Yeah.
so that's
Right.
excellent.
Yes.
And then include it in the conversation.
Yeah.
I wanna use this to clean out your skin.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
have you had any reactions, whatever.
Yeah.
So what I have noticed with this is literally their skin is a little red after.
That's that.
But that's not painful or anything.
No.
Like, everybody's
no,
like, that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good with using it?
Is there something else you would recommend using?
Like
with
gentler?
it?
Pad wise, I just I
His job
personally
is
don't.
to be reactive, right?
Yeah, I mean, they could have a reaction right then. They could have a reaction in 20 minutes, and I'm already done with their half of their
Yeah.
makeup or done.
Really
So
everybody anyway.
Do you know anything about
What do you use
Aveda?
for, Moisturizer.
It depends.
Botanical
I switched
kinetic
up.
stuff?
Today I just did like a light
yeah,
moisturizer.
and you know, a lot of
Liquid-
people are
liquid
so sensitive nowadays
Yeah,
to any kind
we
of
had ice
scents.
packs when
Oh,
we
did
did
you?
Aveda.
And
We had Aveda.
Aveda,
And
oh,
the
yeah.
bottle had
Yeah.
ice packs on
It's
it.
all
It's like just
botanical
it feels-
ingredients,
Yeah.
and so many people
What are
have
we
plant
allergic
and
to?
flower
No.
allergies.
Grass. And
Yeah, I
It
just-
feels fresh. It feels
Can I
fresh.
ask you about one too?
No, it doesn't feel like it's burning or anything. I wouldn't say
I'm
that.
not.
Okay, I'll put the rest
It's
out.
like colic and
I
stuff.
had a really queasy stomach this morning,
Okay.
and right before I was leaving, I was like, I have to use the bathroom.
Well, the thing is with
But
that,
I
I
ate
would
extra
ask them
bony
because
muscles.
sometimes they don't know.
And I
are
had
you
a
allergic
cod
to
dinner, and when I
or
looked at it, I was
allergic to
kinda like,
salad?
Sorry, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
and I feel like it
Oh,
just
it's like some people are allergic
Makes
to
it worse
peanuts.
clients, right?
Well, I know
Yeah,
like
like
some makeup,
like
I'm like,
well,
they're so
they-
little.
yes.
It's like he's time to like use
It's like
it.
that, you said.
And I
Okay,
Fully cooked, I'm not sure,
So,
my fries
after I
are
do
done,
that,
so-
I use micellar water because to me it feels like it should be rinsed.
Yeah.
But I'm doing okay.
I don't know, but that's what I use. I follow up with micellar water
Okay.
to just make sure the skin is clean, you know, before there's no like,
Micellar water,
what?
micellar water you said?
Yeah, is it, did I say it wrong? Micellar?
No, I just- I've heard of it before, but I wanted to make sure I was saying it right. That's a really cool little thing you have it in.
These are my depotting things.
Oh, now, lovely.
You're gonna have to send me a bunch of
Oprah or
links
something.
later.
I
Oh
get
my
emails from
God.
her all the time.
Best. I look at how little all that is. Look how many foundations I have.
Yeah.
Where are those from again?
But it just seems
Depot
like-
Chopra or something like that.
Yes.
Oops,
So
sorry.
I said, can we have like a
Depot what?
slumber party and people just, oh,
They're on Instagram, Depot Chopra.
wild.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna use a toner. So I've literally just started doing like, it's basically the skincare that I would do like on myself before I do makeup. I'm trying to do on them to make sure I like how their skin is. Another Instagram lady said something that really resonated with me, and she was like, or maybe it was TikTok. She was like, I want their skin to look like glass before I start makeup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, that's right. You should have it as glowy as you can, before you start the makeup. So that's kind of like integrating all the steps, trying to do that.
What's the toner?
This is Thayer's Milky Toner. It's the same one I use at home. Thayer's,
Sayers.
you know, you can get
Oh, yeah,
Thayer's
out there.
Milky
Okay.
Toner.
I like the tier
Target.
the tier milky
Which one's
toner.
Oh yeah.
They've been
That one's
famous for
really
that
nice.
forever.
Do you prep everyone the same if they're like oily or dry or?
So yeah, I would with this stuff. What I would change is like if they're oily, I would change like maybe not add in my serums, and you know, go lighter on where I put moisturizer. You know what I mean? But I would still want to prep their skin the same way. Especially I feel like oily skin can get build up really fast. Maybe is that wrong? I feel like that can get build up fast, and this too, now we know like her skin is clean. Good.
Well, you have beautiful skin anyway.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she
What's
doesn't
that?
even
You
have
have
an
beautiful
aura.
skin
So I
anyway.
like these.
I say like
I'm also gonna depot those eventually.
37,
They're just the
40
Elf
now.
thirst traps. Extra moisturizer. I really like them.
Nothing else for cinnamon.
Here, I'll pass it around.
Like
I know, I don't
right
really
here,
This is
I've
like
got
off brand or
scars,
whatever, but
that
did you get it
never
from
used to happen.
brand?
Oh yeah.
Hibiscus.
Oh my god, your skin feels so silky right now.
What's this that you're putting on?
They're passing it around. It's the
Oh.
Elf thirst drops.
Oh, so
I
like
know.
Oh.
Elf has a I probably
Classic.
That one, okay.
Is this Christine approved? I'm
Alright,
curious.
that's what I was gonna say. I know, I keep
I
showing
just
her
got
the-
yelled at by the stuff I'm using.
I yelled at Missy last week.
I was like, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you.
Does anyone in here use the?
Well, she said
SkinCeuticals?
boots, and I about had a heart attack, but that's okay.
Um,
What's
Ran
on
out
these?
and I got lazy and bought some stuff from Target. I was like, I don't want to tell you what I've
So
been
do
using.
you use this one as a serum?
I use it before moisturizer. And then I'm gonna do moisturizer. I use the Embryo
I
Less.
use that.
Otherwise, on more mature skin, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I really like this as well for more mature skin. And another one too, like if she had a lot of creasing under the eyes, this is fantastic. It is,
Well, I took a picture of that one.
yeah, Peter Thomas Roth Intensive Instant Firm Eye Temporary Eye Bright Tightener. And it really does make a difference
How
on
long
the
does it
skin.
last?
I mean, I
I
don't,
think I have that somewhere.
but it does
Can I
make
look
it
at that?
easier then to apply,
Yeah.
you know.
I took a picture of that.
There's us. There's dry.
Gotta get this going.
I feel like I did it. I
You
can't
got
find
good
it.
reviews. I looked into
Okay,
it.
so here's my question, honestly.
Mhm.
Do you run into that many people that aren't dry?
I did.
You guys, what is wrong with people?
Why they're so dry.
This year is
I'm
so
almost to the
different.
point where I'm like, use your hand lotion.
What is your
Just
skin on right now?
I don't
Yeah.
something.
I don't ask
This is Embryo.
I do
It's
get
what?
shiny.
Embryo Less.
I don't
Moisturizer.
like that.
Touch vitamin C you could find, so that's like.
That's just the general moisturizer.
Either the
So
Neutrogena
Elfmaid
Aqua Boost thing,
Oh, yeah.
or something.
or
It's really old
So-
thing somewhere. I found it. I was like, I have not touched this in probably 12 years.
Yeah.
I just really
A lot of people also really like, and I've talked, I think it's to Tracy about this, on more mature skin, or like if you're extra dry here, using Aquaphor, like the, not the lip gloss, but Aquaphor, the little tiny bit, that's, so I wanna add some of that to my kit, cause that would also help, cause you know, a lot of times people be like, I don't have dry skin, but this is dry, and especially as you get older, like, I don't have dry skin, and I'll do my makeup, and I'll do all the prep that I'm doing, and then I'm like, why do I look like a crusty, you know what, under here, I don't like it. So,
I
Aquaphor.
have a tiny little Aquaphor in my kit
So do I.
for either,
Love it.
I'll use a disposable lip wand if it's their lips, if it's their under eyes,
Yeah.
whatever.
I need to get one.
I've never used it under their eyes. I always use it on their lips. So people have the crustiest lips.
Oh my God.
I use this, it's a lip mask, Tatcha.
Oh,
I always put it on at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I love these ones. I like them better than Drunk Elephant. Honestly, have you guys tried these?
no.
I use them on myself, they're the Lumi.
Do you
This
like
one
it?
is for very dark skin.
Have you tried the e.l.f. Halo Glow? Is it better than that? Do you
So the
think?
Halo Glow I use on my own skin because
That's
it's a
what I
sunscreen.
use. Okay, I use Halo Glow.
Yeah, and I love
But I
that.
have that.
But I don't put sunscreen on my brides, so I like this
Yeah.
instead.
Okay.
So in this
And what is that? I
also,
wanna take a picture of that one.
Yeah, just pass them around.
keep her going.
I got the new matte.
These down too.
You're good.
Oh,
I can try to do, I can link it in
Any products that we get.
From my
I
shop.
like.
my shop.
So I use Rhonda Allison products
Oh, I just
and I retail them.
Kind of smells like cookies.
I do
Does
a
it?
lot of more
They're
pictures.
pretty pricey, so it depends on the.
And this also, like,
So they don't-
now, because people are smarter than they were years ago, when they do self tanning, they don't tan their face anymore. So this also helps the Lumi, like you can mix it to different depths, like the dark Lumi is over here, like this is, here I'll put a tiny bit on Melanie's. It is dark,
That
like-
works well for, you know, your young.
Oh, yeah.
so you can see it helps like if their, you know,
pretty.
skin is light, like it adds a lot of depth to it.
Yeah.
I like it
So if you did like a full face, it is noticeably darker.
Yeah. You just look like you're.
So you just put the darker on like the contouring area.
Mhm.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But it does help, I feel like, because so many people,
Yeah.
I know it's better, I get it that it's better for your face, but it's weird to me that they don't tan their face with their self-tan.
Really?
I
I
know they
don't.
don't, and they come in with a line.
I
They don't
recommend them
self-tan.
not
I
tanning their face if they're gonna do a spray
That's why when I
tan.
put foundation on.
Because it's
I get it.
sometimes
look like
it's
green
so
or gray
splotchy
sometimes if it's
and it's
invisible.
Yeah,
easier for
a little
me
bit.
to color match what they got going on down here
Yeah.
for their face.
Yes.
So I never recommend them self or
Do
spray
it in the
tanning.
middle.
No.
I
Don't do it.
don't say anything about it, they just
Okay.
don't do it anymore,
Okay.
you know, so
Weird.
I spray tan my face.
Yeah.
I rub,
I was gonna say, I sprayed tan my face, I don't put makeup on.
Yeah.
So this would be like my skin prep in general, and she's glowing.
Yeah,
she's
she's
really
pretty
glowing.
already.
I need a mirror, Jenny.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're one of those.
Flask.
You're one of those who wants
I
to
know.
see every step.
Oh, you wanna check?
Okay, wow.
I did check the measurements first, but it is really glowy, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's nice.
it's beautiful.
That's a huge mirror.
Is
that what you carry?
It does. So I never carried a mirror in my makeup kit until like a month.
You know they have small.
that's
for
Yeah,
10 years.
I think I did a wedding with you and you're like, can I use your
Yeah, I like do things without thinking them through. So I was like, oh, it's a rectangle. I like that. And then I bought it, and then I opened it, and I was like, and I just did it. I figure it'll break soon enough. So
If they don't have a
I get
mirror
mine at the
in
Dollar
the setup
Tree.
area, you can just
Okay.
use that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is also very random, but I always tell my brides, and maybe we don't need to do this, but when I'm doing it, I'm always like, so I like to color match your chest. Is it okay if I touch you there? Because I don't want to be like jarring and be
I
like,
heard you
You know what I
say
mean?
that, so I do it now.
I don't
heard
know.
you. I'm like,
It
yeah.
feels like
Because
it's
I just
weird
go in
to
and
just
touch them.
touch. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Like,
So
is it
my
okay?
always is it okay?
well, most of my clients are like,
Yeah,
give me
like,
back your like, okay, like I don't need to go that far down.
Please,
But
we
yeah, they're like, they do it
Though,
themselves.
like,
I only
Yeah,
say
email
something
us
if I
and say
can't
they
see
didn't
it.
like being touched
I only
on
say
the
something if I
face
can't see
even.
it, but usually people have like their robe on,
Yeah.
so you can see their chest anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I usually ask them,
It's
too, I was
like
like, where does your dress hit? Because if you have a
Yeah.
high neck dress, there's no point in putting makeup there. It's just gonna get on your dress.
Yeah.
And I did scratch my neck.
Toe slaps.
She just started falling.
One for myself.
And then towards the
It's
end,
too
she
yellow.
sat
I'll
down.
bring it to you.
Oh, really?
Okay, now.
That's okay.
It's hard.
They
There's
run yellow,
7,000
don't they?
shades.
Timmy's just like,
Their
Yeah,
color
that's
is
what
very
I
similar to
mean.
MAC, where they say warm is pink. And
Really?
cool is yellow, just like MAC does.
So annoying.
So it's I most makeup artists don't have this problem, but I can't tell tones. I can't tell cool from warm tones at all. So I have to match everybody, which is why I stuck with MAC for so long. It was just easy. It literally was like it was easier for me to do. So it does take a little guesswork with the house labs, but I love the finish so much more. So I'm gonna do.
that's the foundation you're using.
I'm gonna do. So my plan is I was gonna do just foundation on like this side, and then my other glow things, and on the other side I could do foundation mixed with the glow serum, so we can see what that difference is when you cut down the full coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Do you find that pretty full cover? Yeah.
Yeah.
you can
Oh
see.
gosh, yeah.
But it blends out so nice. I think it's like, so it's weird because it's, I'm not feeling it when I apply it, but I'm always like, it feels silky to me.
Yeah.
It feels
It looks
silky.
Yeah.
I wear it. Not
Do you?
today, but I wear it, yeah.
It's
Okay.
gorgeous, isn't
Yeah.
it? I love it.
The only thing for me is it separates on my nose every single day.
Does it?
Because I want to
Try
use it in
primer
my.
on your nose.
What?
Use
I've heard
eyeliner
that
on your
recently,
nose.
using eye primer on your nose.
Ooh.
It has a
Because I want to
thirsty-
use House Labs, because I love Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah.
Little monster tattoo.
Love the tattoo. That's awesome.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and I want to use it, but I'm like, I wear it every day, and I'm like, it's kind of gone by the time I'm done working.
Yeah.
But
And that
I don't
doesn't
know.
happen with other.
Yeah.
I use Armani silk, but I always mix it with something else because I feel like their tones are a little off. So I'll either have to mix them, because I'm like that too. I'm like, this seems too cool. I'm gonna add a little bit of warmth to it.
It makes a lot of stuff.
What were
I
you
mix
spraying
different
on your
brands.
sponge?
Yeah, I can't
So
just have
to
one
wet my
color.
sponge,
Right.
Lipstick, I'm like,
This is
I
so
use-
funny right now.
Oh,
it's like a
Yeah.
face beauty elixir, or I'll use setting spray instead of water. I'm trying to get better about having water in my kit, but I just never do. So I always use
Oh,
setting
yeah,
spray
I
to
do
wet it
too.
instead.
Yeah.
And I feel like it helps.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I always do it with, I always do foundation with a brush and then I set it with this because I feel like it gets into the skin nicer. And looks more like skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very anti sponge beauty blender for years, but I feel like it helps.
It does.
I felt like I just started going to beauty blender because I feel like you waste a lot of product on your brush. Because I have the big one,
Yeah.
but I like it. But it's just like, wow, I
Also,
feel
they're
like
dirty
I'm
right
not
now, but I found the best foundation brushes on Amazon.
And
It's not like I'll just send you guys a link.
Yes,
They are
I'm sick of buying the
beautiful.
BKB expensive
They are like
brushes.
maybe a BK Beauty. Sorry,
Oh,
these are dirty,
really?
obviously, too, but they feel, this is dirty, but
Oh,
they
Looks
feel
exactly the
fantastic.
same.
Yeah,
They
they're great. I'll try to find them.
Yeah, oh, I love that.
12 times.
Okay, so then to keep with the glow, also, this is a full coverage, and I feel like it's not
That
as
is
matte,
gorgeous.
but she
Yeah.
still has a little bit of glow. It's not a lot, but a little bit.
Duraline.
That is
It makes it
awesome.
Isn't it
I love
beautiful?
it.
Oh my God. I need to take notes. I need new
Now I use that in my
Not
kit
with
now
anything.
too.
It's a mixing medium.
Okay.
But I
House
put that,
Labs.
a drop of that on my
I know, I'm kinda
foundation.
in the
It
process of
actually
trying to figure out
makes,
if I
gives it a little
wanna-
sheen too.
I need new foundations for my
See if
kit.
that works.
Even my own
You
personal
can mix
stuff.
it
Kinda
with
like
sticks. You can put it in
bored.
your gun
Bored
as
with
a
my
setting
stuff, my
spray.
face.
You can
Oh.
do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I
My
get it.
heard of it.
face, do the same thing.
That's why I like these
This
things.
one's
Yeah.
very your
Victoria.
Dangerous.
Huh?
Is this the one you've been wearing
Dangerous.
now?
I'll make to this.
I know.
No, I wear it
Fine,
sometimes,
all
but
Do you feel like it wears poorly, like
Yeah.
after
See if it works.
the end of the day, like?
so it's really
yeah.
tricky for me because
Okay.
makeup doesn't stay on my skin very well at all, even with like setting sprays. Like,
Really?
yeah, the L'Oreal one does help a lot, but I honestly think that's hairspray.
It feels like it.
But it makes it really dry, like, but makeup, it does not stay on my face very well at all, so I don't know, like I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like no matter what, it doesn't look the same later, so.
Well, I'm curious because if Tanner's saying that and like,
I also don't prep my skin very well.
um,
I just slap it on.
Depends too, if you're using like an oil-based, moisturizer and then putting like a water-based foundation, they're not gonna,
Yeah.
they're gonna mix, or not mix. They're gonna separate, and so like that's one of the things that I want to work on this year is like making sure all of my steps are the same formulas. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, because I don't really know. I'm like, you're like, oh, is that a water-based formula?
House Labs is water based.
Okay.
I don't know that information either.
Yeah,
Yes.
I tend to go for more water. Like my airbrush is water-based.
And see, my
Okay.
airbrush
I
is
just-
silicone.
I like-
I have
I
all
like
silicone
the water
products
based
because
as
it
well.
all works.
I don't know. I prefer water.
Heather?
hybrid things.
I've tried the
that-
silicone airbrush.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
What
this is what,
bronzer is that?
this is the NARS Laguna 2.
But I have
Oh, yeah.
So this is still the same thing that we talked about a lot last year, that in order to keep skin dewy, you have to use a lot of
so
cream.
good.
Yeah.
So much
Very
cream.
natural.
Okay.
Honestly, everyone's doing like full drag makeup now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
other-
seriously.
Seriously,
And this
yeah.
is the other thing that I wanted to touch on today. It's sort of off topic, but every person who has been showing, because, and again, it goes back to like all those damn AI photos, they're like, I want natural makeup. And you're like, oh, this is not natural at all.
Yeah.
And so I've been asking, okay, so you want natural makeup. When you say that, does that mean you want like your foundation to be see-through? That means like your foundation will be so light you will see pores through it. Like I don't try to say imperfections. I'm like trying to be very blunt. Like you're gonna see pores through it. You're gonna see your skin through it. Or do you want like this picture was actually full coverage, but it's natural looking? And I think it's important to make that distinction.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I tell them, I'm like, do you want your like pores and skin to show through? And they're like, no,
I
I
always
don't.
say, do you want your beautiful freckles to show
Yes.
through?
Well,
You
and-
love your freckles.
Yeah, well, and even with full coverage foundation, I can get their freckles to show through.
Right.
I'll dampen a sponge and pull a little bit in those areas. So I always say like imperfections or pores, because there has been, over the years, you know, there's artists that do very light makeup. That's their thing. It's very light, very natural. And I think the disconnect, and people be like, I didn't love it, like I could see my skin. I think that's part of the disconnect. Some people truly do. They do not want foundation, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But I think other people don't know how to explain. They want full coverage. They just don't want it to be like, you know,
Yeah.
almost like drag makeup.
Yeah.
They want it to
People
look
at
natural.
times
They don't
they like
think-
confuse, like they think it looks flawless, like,
Yeah.
and they think that's light or like natural
Yeah.
somehow.
A lot of times I ask people, like, like my headshot clients, I do this all the time, like, walk me through your daily routine. What do you wear on a daily basis? And if they're like, I wear tinted moisturizer, I'm like, okay, so I'm probably not going full coverage with you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you're used to seeing your skin. And then sometimes it's just going with what they're used to seeing, because if all of a sudden you go in and you just like mat them down and like, you know, they're gonna be like,
Yeah, makeup. I
so
don't
it's a
know
good
if
place,
I
at least for
like
me
that.
to start when they don't come with a photo of themselves with makeup, you know,
Yeah.
when they're showing me like 6 different photos that all look different. I'm like, okay, let's just go back to like, what do you do?
What do you look like normally?
Yeah.
Right, you know.
So
That's rare beauty.
this is Rare Beauty highlighter.
Yeah, I love rare beauty.
As I'm gonna talk about it more as we go into like the powder products I use that help with glow, but Rare Beauty, their highlighters are spectacular.
That's all
They are not glitter at all. They're so pretty. Yes.
Yeah, I
They're
love
so
that.
concentrated too.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, that's what I use on
I love
now.
their
I have to
blushes,
keep
too.
all of them.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
So I don't always use a liquid highlighter, but if they're like really want glowy skin, and especially if they have good skin, like Melanie has pretty smooth skin.
Yeah.
I feel like a liquid highlighter is too much on skin that has texture. You know, like I think it's safer to stick with just a light coating of like, you know, a powder one. Do you agree? I feel like
I agree.
otherwise it's too much. But I'm gonna use a little bit of this on Melanie. Just a couple areas.
She has like no pores.
Skin
Yeah, see, this worked out better. Have her be your model.
You have
I'm like,
beautiful.
why me? I'm
You
getting
have
so
no
old.
pores.
I don't look like
When I asked Missy to be the model, she goes, can you be the model for the glowy skin class? She goes, only if you want it to be the mature skin class.
Your skin is great.
Yeah, you
So-
got great skin.
Not
I
like
got
the
sick
typical
like
bride.
2 weeks ago, right before that wedding that we did, and that's why I was wearing that mask. And of course, I ran into my ex-boyfriend's friend in the lobby that I have not seen in 10
Oh
years,
my
and I got
God.
like death warmed over. I'm like literally, and he got the day after he got married. I'm just like, anyway, I had a freaking mustache of scaly. I looked like a lizard. Like it was
from
my
inside.
nose and everything was so dry.
From-
My entire upper lip was just scaly skin. I've never had dry skin like that ever. I literally had to like take a foot scrub and scrub my face with a washcloth and get it was raw
From the mask.
because from blowing my nose so much
Oh god.
over the course of like
You know what
4
I feel
days.
like
Like,
works with that? A wet Q-tip.
Is it okay if I touch this?
well, I mean, this was so bad.
I don't know
Like,
if
it
I
looked like I
love
had a
that.
scaly
That's the
mustache. It was the
Durline.
worst thing I've ever had in my life.
What is it?
So I'm glad that
Durline?
that's cleared up before.
So
What are you putting under her eyes?
Just some
I
concealer.
have
little
like
bottle
pots of
Um,
forever
that's
like
nice.
I've used it
eye
2 years and it's
that are
like
gel
Which
pots.
one is
Because
That's
I
the
just
same
use this for
brand.
eyeliner.
Yes. Like
Yes,
which
yeah.
one?
Or no, it's not.
So
It's
do
it's
you
Natasha
add that to
Denona.
like
Oh,
shadows and
I
stuff
added
like
I
to
get it
foundation
at,
and that also has a
Jeans
glow.
It's in Golden Valley.
Oh.
It's
Yes.
Nor
I bought, like,
Costco.
3 different
Oh, I have
products.
the
Yes,
Glowy pots.
yes,
Liner.
You get
Yep.
So
I use it when
that's-
I-
I might have not been using them.
So you
either.
add
Yes.
this
So-
out. use any gel liners.
I was just
You
like,
could drop
okay.
that in
But
it, and it's
sometimes it's just how you use them with
Mine
brings
is
it back to
fried.
life too, you know.
It's
that
like-
also helps
It's
with
like
setting
makes
so much
some
stuff out there.
like
It
setting
has
goals
more
that can
sheen
help.
to it.
I don't even go to
It
the
looks
forest.
like
Back
it.
to
Keeps
that
scaring
color.
it.
So like your
So
spots
they
that
have a
are all
hard
dried
time
out,
with
you can
covering
add
them
some.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
for the
I like
glowy
to draw
skin,
that
I'm gonna
just
start with some
to
powder.
their
And I like
just put on
to
the
use a
nose.
powder puff
I wouldn't
and
put it
then
all over
press
the
it
face.
in and
Okay.
take off the excess
do you
so
do-
I'm not like dumping a ton. I like if she wanted a heavy contour, maybe I would like bake or something, but I feel like if you get too heavy here, it's hard to lighten the look of powder once you get it in. So, and I'm just gonna go in very lightly. You can tell it's really not affecting her like cheek glow.
Do you have RC on mine?
Did you use
Mhm.
concealer under her eye?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Danessa Myrex.
Oh, okay.
No, Natasha Denona. I
Oh.
love it.
Oh, okay.
Does she only have one kind or does she have multiple ones?
I think she only has one kind. And it's good. It's buttery and delicious.
You do, like, so you put it on and it
So I use a glowing
put that stuff on and
blush
then-
on her, but I like
Not
to
Not
use
just do it all the
Yeah.
time. No.
2 different
Nicole
blushes
Fade
instead of just like
HD
all glow so that I
full
can,
coverage makeup.
I think it blends a
Yeah.
little better, right? And it doesn't look quite as extreme.
It's
Is
like
that Dior?
buildable.
That is pink.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know, but she's pretty.
Which one's
Yeah,
it's
I do
gorgeous.
like that color a lot.
It's buttery. Also really nice is the what do you call it? The Dior one. I use Dior a lot. So I would say
The quad or the
yeah.
Yeah.
So Rare Beauty
I haven't been
highlighter. So this is
You're gonna make me spend $700.
I know.
Wow.
This is
So-
Rare Beauty highlighter. I'm gonna use it on her eye.
Yeah.
This stuff is fantastic, but it is like
Under like,
intense.
but that's all
And
the
it
way.
breaks.
Like $300.
Is that
It
the
does.
Lights Up Society one?
It's beautiful. Nope. Oh, I don't know what these are. These are Rare Beauty. This is Exhilarate and Enlighten.
I have
these are
Purple Lights at
stunning.
Society and they've all broken on me.
Really? I have a couple.
I have
of
them.
these.
I have them
too.
in like little Tupperwares.
Yeah, all of
like a
Kimmy's
year
are all
ago, Rare
broken.
Beauty said
I
they
have
were
one and
gonna
it
have
hasn't
a pro
broken yet.
discount. Do you know?
You know what I've been
I haven't
doing
seen one yet.
Yeah.
with my Rare Beauty
I
blushes?
use like MAC on my tan
bubble
ladies
wrap.
who want subtle.
That's so smart.
I
What
have
she do?
not bubble wrap.
She bubble wraps them.
You bubble wrap your blushes?
Yeah, the Rare Beauty.
Oh,
I
that's
have
so
not
smart
had
because,
one
yes, they
break
break
yet.
all over.
I only have
Yes.
one break, but mine are pretty much packed. Like, there's not a lot.
They're very much
there.
So where do you just wrap it like this and stick it in your kit?
Mhm.
That's genius.
Huh.
I'm gonna use Happy.
I do like happy.
See how pretty she is?
I need to
Wow.
get the
love
pink one
these.
because I have the Exhilarate. But
Also, the House Labs pink one is amazing.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
There
Lush.
was
The
a-
highlighter?
Like this one or the highlighter?
The highlighter.
Oh, I haven't tried
Oh
that
my God.
one.
Ooh,
So good.
Yeah.
okay.
There was one from that like my brand, like where you could brand it yourself. That
Oh, yeah.
there's this makeup artist on Instagram and YouTube that I cannot remember. Spencer, Makeup by Spencer. Anyway,
Oh, I remember that guy.
he had recommended one, and it was like this bright pink, like a neon pink, but it was so beautiful, like over the top of even like other blushes. It's just like brightened it just a little bit, but then it broke. I dropped it, and I was so sad. I couldn't find anyone. So if anyone has a really good like super bright pink recommendation,
That's like what you
Um,
just put on.
yeah,
her.
or
It
Patrick
looks
Ta.
so bright.
I
Before
have all.
Patrick Ta has a beautiful
Patrick.
bright pink.
The duos.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a lot
Have
of
you
those.
felt the new formulation of the Armani?
Oh, the Armani Silk.
Yeah.
Foundation?
Bought a couple
It's
more.
even
It's
better than the old one.
Yeah,
I
it
got
is.
a
When did
bunch
it
of
come out?
samples. Just
super recently.
I thought it was
maybe
before the holidays
Okay,
or something,
so-
right?
Well,
Where's
they
my
were
thing?
advertising,
Big.
but it didn't come
Oh.
out, of course, because they want
Yeah.
business.
I just bought a
like-
new one for myself.
It-
Like,
It has to be within the
Probably in
last 2 to 3
November.
weeks. 'cause
Okay, so
before I
for
have
my
these,
highlight
like,
on this
covered
side,
on.
for her cheeks and nose and stuff, I'm gonna use Dior because it's like slightly subtler, right? Like it has good pop, but it's not like crazy glowy.
I need.
So this is what I would use on
Thank
like
you.
most like bridal.
use it.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god,
never
every
used
makeup
it.
artist I watch uses that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I use it on the eyes a lot too.
Okay.
I do too.
I
So then
love
I
that
also
font.
like when they want like either glam, you know, or glowy. I add a little bit here, like very lightly in the middle,
Mm.
and a little bit here.
can you use all the colors?
I do. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. I feel like it kind of makes it a little more natural, like if they're not going for like extremes, you know. And then I always highlight a little bit here. And then
I'm not into the tip of the nose trend.
brow bone. It depends.
I don't
It's
like when
like
people
reverse
over blush
Rudolph.
their
It's just
tip.
weird.
I think it depends on what their nose
And they
shape
look
is
like they've been wiping their
Sometimes
nose up
it's
for a
weird.
long time and they have a red tip on their nose. Mine gets like that normally, so I don't eat it.
I've tried that trend because I love blush, and yeah, it was not a good look. I looked like a 70-year-old alcoholic. You know what I mean? Like,
Very specific
you know
look.
what I mean? Listen, one of my neighbors is an alcoholic, and his nose is so red. You guys.
Yes.
That's
Because of
what
all
it
the
reminds me
capillaries.
of.
Yeah, that's actually.
Oh my God,
70-year-old
that's funny.
alcoholic.
Look up.
Maybe on the other side of.
I know if I get my makeup done, this eye will run. Like
So in
people
general-
hate it.
I heard a trick for that the other day. I'm totally drawing a blank right now, but I remember it all.
Very
I
pretty.
think it's Aquaphor actually.
Just kind of soft. That's what I would do for like a
Aquaphor.
natural glow, which I feel like is really good. Like that's like a bridal glow.
Very pretty.
It was like smelling something.
Looks really
You're smelling
It
something?
does, like a little bit on the inner corner. I feel like when they want that glow, like definitely, if you even if you don't want to hit like the tip of the nose, I feel like you have to hit here a little bit. And I try not to do that one too heavy because I think that can be really crazy. But like hitting it like here, sometimes here, and sometimes I'll use like my big fan brush and even like just kind of go like that over the forehead to get a little bit, but not have it be condensed.
I like how there's no change in texture from her neck up.
Yeah, it doesn't
Looks good.
feel like I have a lot of makeup on. Like my clients, I know. It doesn't feel like I love this. This is so much fun.
So we don't have to take a ton of time with this, but I wanted to do
Half my face.
foundation with a bunch of glow in it and see like what is our what do we get with that on the other side.
Wait, so what are you doing the two sides?
You're gonna
What's
mix the
difference?
foundation and the glow together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I do on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I have such dry.
Ooh.
Oh,
That was
God.
excessive.
I'm
Now
like,
you
whoa.
can do your whole decollete with that.
Photographer be across the street.
Like, woo, and your whole body. Like that one bride with Torio. Do my
Which
whole
was?
body with that. Airbrush my back.
Oh my god.
Airbrush my future.
Start fresh.
There we go. I'm gonna make it work, you guys. I'm not afraid.
12-year-old
I'm making a
requests
point here.
ankle makeup.
We want to
Oh,
see it
makeup.
through.
What? Are you
She's
serious?
So I have
athlete
my
and
bride that
has
I'm doing
tan
next
legs
week.
but
She
white
wants,
ankles.
she goes, I don't
and
care
she
what I
wants
do,
ankle
I want to
makeup.
look like I'm sweating.
Oh.
Amazing.
Our
Okay.
12-year-old.
Sweating.
Why?
How old is
I'm
she?
not really
She
sure.
wants to wear socks and she's an
Yeah.
athlete.
So
So
you're
she
trying
wants
to
white
get
ankles.
Who's tan
I
right now
tend to
anyway?
do
No
this.
one.
Shimmer.
We are getting rid of
No.
sun.
Like,
She goes, I want to look sweety.
Is she like 20 years old?
And
She wanted to
then
look sweaty? A bride?
yeah, our bride next weekend,
She wants to look sweaty.
Who's that?
the ballerina.
She wanted to look sweaty?
Yeah.
The ballerina.
Okay, so what did you do? She didn't look sweaty when she came here, and when I saw her, she looked pretty matte.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
normal.
we weren't on the same day.
Oh, we weren't?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other lady, the
You're thinking
lawyer.
of the other lawyer.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
of the
not
lawyer.
no lawyer. Nope, not this isn't the lawyer.
She wants to look
Yeah,
like she's
Lawyers,
sweaty.
ballerina.
So did she-
Ballerina.
Let's see the, what did you do? Did you make her look sweaty?
I mean, she asked for it.
But did she look sweaty?
No,
Just
she doesn't
spray your
look
face.
sweaty.
Challenge
But she
accepted.
was like very like up front.
Yeah, at the end.
Shine. I want shine.
I was totally like,
Is she
you
literally
look
like
like a disco
20 years
ball
old?
by noon.
I
Like,
think
you
she's
know,
30s.
Okay.
Early
She's
30s,
older.
but
Huh?
Oh,
When they have
wow.
the
she
don't they
still
do a
has
little
that
flashback
dance.
if you look
Like she
Jack
wants to
Pallet?
look.
It's also the difference between like, and this is what I tell like women too that if you want to look matte, tell your future husband to put some powder on because otherwise he'll look like a disco ball. My
I didn't
And
think of
obviously
that.
she's got the
My
ring
friend is
light,
super
so you're
greasy. He
seeing,
just has a
but
lot- he has very oily
she's
skin.
going to be.
And at his wedding, I
less
did his
shiny
wife,
on her
well,
forehead.
ex-wife now, makeup. She looks
Oh, yeah.
super matte and
I'm
beautiful in
gonna
all her
see
photos, and
Yeah.
he looked literally sweaty in every
Oh.
photo.
Very shiny.
Just
Yes.
because we
I mean, I
didn't
think
stop
so,
enough
too.
putting powder on. Had we had more time, I would have been like,
Where?
yeah,
Like,
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
bump
think
it
of
out
the
that
full
way.
picture.
Yeah, so I tell brides, I'm like,
What did you do? How did you get that high
yeah,
glow?
just like some translucent powder.
I
Bathroom, away from all the girls, men and all the
I used the
bros.
Armani
Yeah, but, like,
foundation, and then
He's
I
not putting
did
makeup
put
on, he's
a couple drops of
putting
the
down
Christian
shine.
Dior
Or I'll use
Starry.
like that,
Ooh, do you like that? Is that just like the,
You know, it's okay.
That
Oh.
gel
So
thing
I'm
works
mixing
really well.
a water
Yeah,
with
it's like
silicone
$10.
base, and sometimes
Used to
it
be
works,
like
sometimes
$7,
it
now it's
doesn't.
13.
It's about hit or miss. Now it did work on her.
and it's black.
But-
they changed
So
it.
you
It's
like
charcoal.
the-
I mean,
Like,
it,
here, put
sometimes
this
it
on your
could pill,
face,
so you
and
have to be really careful with
I remember I'll tell my brides to tell their grooms. to do
it. I'm gonna
So
switch over to the Armani Sheer Glow. Cause I'm
really?
almost out of the Christian Dior starring, so.
Tell me what pills. I'm sorry, I missed that part. You said something pills.
So, using water-based with a silicone base.
Oh, what's the main
it's
difference?
a pill, it's
Hey,
gonna
did y'all
whatever,
see how
but
much glow I put in that thing?
Let's see.
It's a little different, but not as much as we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's got-
What's the
I like that
difference? What do you do
L'Oreal.
on the other side? That's-
I added a ton
Very
on accident
L'Oreal.
of
I
the
just
glow
looked at
serum
mine.
to the foundation.
And what do you do on
So
the
you
other side that
can,
was?
so the other side, I just use regular foundation, full.
And do you think that
concentration.
cuts down on the coverage when you add?
So when I'm cutting down on coverage, I usually add moisturizer to my foundation,
okay.
or
I used
foundation to my moisturizer, if you will.
Or
Um,
olive face oil too.
But I think I mean, if we're looking at it now, I mean, what do you think? I
don't
mean, I feel like
know.
it maybe cut down
She's
a
got good
tiny
skin,
bit.
though,
Like maybe it cut down a tiny bit, but she does have good skin, so you
Yeah.
can't tell. But it does give a little bit more of a glow.
It definitely
Yeah, you do.
does.
Like if we didn't powder that, I feel like that would be pretty.
Covered my lips.
I
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
feel like I thought the other side was more,
Well, right now, because on this side,
or we're talking glowy.
glowy.
Not
But
glowy.
this side now, she has a lot of products on.
Yeah,
She's
I
got
know.
a bunch of
Yeah.
glowy
That's part of-
stuff.
Obviously, I'm not an expert.
Oh, I didn't put any bronzer on. I suppose you want to be slightly.
It's kind of
be
nice
through
because
osmosis.
they're not experts.
Yeah,
You know,
so
it's
I
nice
don't
to
know.
have your opinion,
Yeah.
you know? Because they don't know.
Exactly.
Except for when they think they do.
Except for
I
when
was
you
just
think you do.
I don't wear any makeup. I totally trust you, and you do a natural look, and they're like, "Oh, I need more. Can you highlight and can you do a winged eyeliner?" And then I go, "Oh, now you have an opinion. All right."
That's why I say I'm like, walk me through your routine.
Yes.
Because sometimes I'll just do that, but like, walk me through your makeup routine while I'm like prepping stuff.
Yeah.
And then when they start if they list more than 3 products, I'm like, okay, so you're not afraid of makeup.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Exactly.
okay,
Yeah.
and we're good.
And
I'll
then
just,
they're like,
you
"I
know.
have that at home. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I have
Ooh.
that." And I'm like, "You have my whole kit
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
home, and you don't wear makeup that often."
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of people like that because they don't know what to do, so they just keep buying things.
Yeah.
That's
And how often they'll be like, oh, that's what that's supposed to look like.
What was that one you just put on her?
That's a Rare Beauty liquid blush.
The same you did on the other side?
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna make her more glowy on the side. I'm gonna use like Rare Beauty highlighter because it's
I love her.
something else.
I use the powder ones as eyeshadow a lot.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, it gives such good
I
glow.
know, I love it.
So
Blush
that
is
Lumi
intense.
lotion, the
It's
L'Oreal,
intense.
it is
The Rare Beauty blush.
silicone
But I feel like
based.
then it
But
sort of
once
like
you
So that's
it
good to
sort
know.
of
That's good to know?
melts
Yes,
a
because
little
I
bit.
Yeah.
it
It's
go
like
good
first
with
you're like,
my
oh,
Giorgio
but then it kind
Armani
of settles
foundations.
almost. I don't know.
Oh,
But they
okay.
also-
So
Instead
those
of
are-
spending
That's true.
yeah,
You
arm
just
and
use a
leg on
tiny
the
dot.
Christian Dior.
What's the one that I
Oh, okay.
The,
Because what is what is
Exhilarate is my
what is
favorite
house
one.
labs? Is it silicone?
Water.
have that too.
Water?
Kind of like champagne.
So I just mix silicone and water. Do you think?
Well, I don't. It's hard to say. Would it pill or would it
Yeah.
separate in like 5 hours? I don't know.
You have to let us know, Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I feel like that's what happens to me sometimes is I'll just try new stuff and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
5 hours later, I'm like, and now my face looks
It's
patchy.
separating. Yeah.
I always tell my
That's what I want to work on in my kit is so that like
clients
my
do that. Your
clients
blush
are
is
doing
gonna
I never even thought of that.
fade.
I saw a video.
This is me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Literally was a
I
video
feel like
Right,
everybody on the
right,
team has
right.
been like, do you
By the end
use,
of the day.
especially when
Yeah.
like everybody was using airbrush foundation.
Yeah.
And like, do you use silicone or water? And I remember Julie being like, you can't mix the two because this is da-da-da,
Yeah.
like with primers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
just going with the flow.
Well, I think that used to be, we used to think about stuff like that until all of a sudden then YouTube and Instagram and TikTok became all about, oh guys, this is my new favorite product. And then we get stuck on that like, oh, this is the new product to try. And
I
we
haven't
like,
yet, but I
less
might.
about like what's in
I'm
it and how
waiting
it
to
works. And it's
depop
just like,
more
this
until I
is
get
what
more
Yeah.
of these.
And
I
I
need
love
some more
this.
of
Like,
these,
let's-
and then
they may
I'll
be using
depop
other stuff on
all
top
of
of
this.
it or after,
Yeah.
you know. And
So
it's
this
hard to
one,
like
so this one
get
was
away
like
from that.
People
This
are
is
starting to know too much.
makeup.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
they're
too
like,
much
oh, you don't
information.
have that?
But they're
Oh, you're
terrible
using
company.
that?
Yeah.
That's a generational
not gonna
gap.
lie.
Anyone
Yeah.
over like
Yeah.
45?
And they only sent me
I found this with
one,
my headshot
and
clients.
I emailed
Anyone who
them
was like
many times.
over 40,
And they never got back to me, and then I
45 was
finally
like,
sent an
what do
email
you
like a
recommend?
few weeks
Yeah.
later,
Anyone
and I
who was, like,
called.
in
I mean, I did
their
everything.
30s was like,
I sent an
well,
email a
this
few
is
weeks
what I
later, and I
use.
was
What do
like-
you think? anyone
If
that
I don't
was
hear
like,
back within
"Would you
24
use
hours,
this?"
I'm
Yeah.
canceling. I'm
And
going to
I
my
remember
credit
when
card,
I was
canceling
like
the
starting
entire
out,
order.
I didn't have any Mac
And
products.
literally, I got
It
like a
was,
broken
like,
English response back that
not
says, "Why you do that though? You already
Yeah.
got one." I
Every
was like,
client would be like, "Would you
"I
have
only
Mac?"
got one."
And I finally bought like a
It was ridiculous.
empty
I'm-
Mac
I'm
palette and
won't do
put
it.
other eyeshadows in it.
Love
That's
that.
amazing.
And it had Mac on it, and I would just set it on. I didn't even use it. I would set
Yeah.
it on top, and I never once like got
That's
that
what I
question
do.
again. Like, would you use Mac? Like now, Mac is kind of like not the standard, you
Yeah.
know. But like
Yeah.
15 years ago, I never just set it there, and it was like all of a sudden I was legit because
Mhm.
one of my palettes
That's
had Mac on it. I was like, so
Mhm.
stupid. Even though I was using the same crap that I was using before, you know.
Mhm.
and stuff.
Everybody loved Mac back then.
I know.
Yeah.
back
Even though I was
in the
using
day,
Makeup
that was-
Forever, which is in every movie you've
That
ever
was my
seen.
Yeah.
generation.
A
Literally.
professional brand, but all because I wasn't using Mac, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Ugh.
like,
Fired that.
I'm like, if you only knew how much money I spent on makeup.
Oh,
I know.
I love that they give a discount Mac, but you can't get everything.
No.
Well, you
You
have
know.
to pay for the discount, which is
Yeah.
super annoying.
Well, that is.
Did you
annoying.
use a different
Although they
blush
gave me a free one.
on her this cheek?
They gave me a free
Okay.
one 2 years.
Yeah, I didn't
ago.
add
This
the-
year.
I know, I
Did
keep
you-
forgetting
Oh,
I have
There's
oh,
only
that.
okay,
difference.
okay.
Yeah, but 1 year I got it for free, and I'm like, I'm not gonna ask
Yeah,
why.
same. I was like, I should stock up because the mascara that I'm using is from MAC and I love it.
Which one?
It's the 3D
It's mostly
something, I think.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is it?
Let me look at this
water
one.
resistant?
You can see how different it is. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like crazy
She looks
how
good.
intense
Yeah.
it is.
Is that auxiliary?
But in a sneaky way.
Uh-huh. Wait, why can't I get
I've never used it myself. I don't use
Oh,
my products on my
this one is I use
better.
in
Just
light.
throw them in my kit. Use one of the people.
I do like this one a lot on the inner corner. Can you look that way for me?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
damn.
auxiliary. I think that's the one I have,
Yeah.
but I need the pinky one. But I'm gonna try it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a fan brush clean. I'm not as prepared as I thought I was. I'm very, very sorry. But like, I mean, you could bring. I know, right? I'll powder her out in a little bit, but like, this
Yeah.
stuff is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it is
it's
crazy.
Like a disco ball.
Look at how glowy that side is.
Yikes.
And I know our
Looks
eyes look weird because
good.
there's like nothing but highlighter. I didn't do that, but maybe we can see the difference, right?
Yeah.
So this one would definitely
Pretty.
be like, yeah, it's more intense. How about that?
Sweaty.
For the sweaty girl.
The
Yeah.
sweaty girl.
I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, that would be for the sweaty girl for sure.
You should just spray like spritz glycerin on her
Just
face.
make me look
Like, this
so-
is what they use.
I've never
That's
It's
literally
for
what she
us.
said.
Here, you want sweat? Here's
There you
some
go.
sweat.
Like I send the music videos of like
Yeah.
boxer and I just glycerin.
Yeah.
Special effects.
Mhm.
I'm just adding a little regular foundation so Melanie doesn't look absolutely insane when she leaves here.
So Victoria, do you get requests to overdraw lips a lot?
So I don't get a lot of. So I hate
I don't like that either.
doing
I
people's
can't
lips.
do
I
it.
cannot
I
get
do
people
too.
in the lines, and I love coloring.
Yeah.
I love marker coloring, and I am so anal about it.
Me
My
too.
7-year-old would be like, "Can I use your picture?" I'm like, "No, you can." I cannot get lip liner on or lipstick evenly to save my.
No.
It's my night. I hate doing it. So no, I don't get a lot to like overdraw it.
Okay.
I would like somebody to tell me how to do it. And
Yeah.
also I really struggle with, I've been screenshotting a lot. People like Instagram artists, whatever, that have followings. And I think this is probably with my like color where I can't see like the cools and the neutrals. I cannot figure out, and there's too many damn options with lip liner and lip glosses,
Mhm.
how to get, because they use like
The really brown.
yeah, there's like a little bit of
Yeah.
brown, like
Center.
the lips look perfect, that
Yeah.
perfect bridal. And I think I always use like if I use Pillow Talk, I use Pillow Talk liner. But I
Yeah, me
think
too.
having that darker,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference, and
It
I think it makes
does.
it a lot more glam.
But I look like what's her name, Mathers, when I use brown.
Urban Decay
Or it's-
Liar. Urban Decay Liar lip pencil. It's the bomb.
Really?
Oh,
Liar.
Also,
It's
there's
got some mauve in it.
I got look at this though.
got
Literally, I
some new
have hundreds
ones
of
in
mine.
my boxy
Okay.
charm.
They're
that
all
are
they're all the
amazing,
same
too.
color.
Urban Decay
So those are,
stick on
yes,
first.
those
This
are
one's new.
Put
I'm working
put a
through
little
so
on
many
their
lip
lip
liners.
on first.
I love
Yeah, do
actually
that.
Milani
Go around
has their number 3 and number 4. One's
Really?
like a pinkier, one's a little more nude. And they're
People
really
use-
nice. Like
So
they're,
the other
they
thing
look
is
really
people are
good
like, you
on
have to do this
everybody.
first because I've heard that it gets your
Super
lipstick to
bridal,
stay
very
longer. I'm
natural.
like,
Okay.
And they're super cheap.
does
They're
it
like
feather when you do it
$4
that way?
color.
No.
And I use a lot of
Because
I
this
use a lot of
liner
NYX
is-
because
I'm
I don't
looking
use
it up
lipsticks.
now.
I literally fill in their whole lip with lip liner.
Yeah.
It
And
stays
then-
off.
And then I top it with a gloss or a balm if they don't want super glossy
first,
for
all you're
moisture.
doing with the
But
liner
it
gun
stays
is
on
That's
better.
fine, Urban
And also,
Decay.
I don't have to carry around
Showing
like
you ones that I like.
start to
around
smell
the-
after a
What was it you
while.
put?
You can't
Tanner,
have
did you hear that
That
tip
is so brilliant.
What?
from Sherry?
Liar.
And Jen, they said
L-I-A-R.
to do the lipstick first and then
And
do
Oh.
Go along the
the
edges.
liner because then it blends easier
Yeah.
and
it's
it's really easier to
waterproof.
do it.
Yeah, and you don't get so
Fill in
dark.
with that
I'm just
water.
trying to
Yeah,
match
it's
it
not
so
dry.
Put
It's more slick.
both your sides.
anything,
Um,
like a gold.
But I use a lot of like
If they want
NYX.
something
I
kind of
was
Love
I
NYX.
have a lot of ColourPop and I love the
It's
the
nice.
formula of
Beautiful
ColourPop. The
color.
problem is that they're all like very warm,
Yes.
except for a few of them, and they have 700 shades and
I
they're all the
know.
same
They
color.
all look the
Like
same.
they're all the same. They're
Yeah.
why do they
I
keep
don't
good
take
color.
those out of my
ColourPop
kit
and they
too,
keep
that they can
discontinuing
stay
their
out.
shades.
ColourPop what?
So I
Yeah,
run into
all
this
this.
recently
So, like,
with
liner is
well I
not-
don't do this anymore. I don't buy it anymore because I run into this with a couple brides lately where I'm using a shade that they've discontinued, even though they probably have something similar. I just had this happen with a bride at her trial. She's like, "What was that color?" And I had to go back and find like 4 different dupes for her for this color because of course they discontinued it.
Yeah.
Or they'll put it in like
Okay.
a collection and not by itself.
Sure,
You know?
yeah.
So I stopped using ColourPop, even though it's the same formula as like the Kylie.
This is
lip-
Urban Decay too, right?
same
Okay.
company,
It
the
is.
same-
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's the same factory that makes all their stuff. Same with Makeup by Mario and Kim. It's all the same factory. So all of their stuff, like, because I was using Kim K's the KKW eyeshadows for a long time. Loved them,
Yeah.
and then of course she, rebranded. So then I switched to Makeup by Mario palettes, and
That's what I used too.
I like them now. At first I was kind of like, but honestly they work the exact same.
And they work on so many different skin
They do.
tones. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like when I first
Are
got it,
these
I'm like,
NYX?
I'm
What are you
using
talking
this
about?
one
The
palette
Kim?
on everybody.
What is it?
The Makeup by Mario
Makeup by-
palette.
you-
eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow, I have a
Yeah.
couple of them,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I
But
use a ton of those, except for the one, the Master Mattes. I'm like, there's too many cool tones in there. Not
There
most
really
people don't like
is.
cool tones, right?
do
Like
you
I
have
can
the cool
see.
tone one or do you have the
So I
I-
have this.
Want
But
to
here's
use
my
more
problem.
cool tones.
Oh wait. Oh
Let's
no,
see,
not
that
this
one's
one.
warmer.
It's
The
this
other
one.
one is cool.
Like I can
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I see people do it
Yeah.
online, but like I feel like everything here is cool, right?
So which one is this one? I saw
This is
thing.
Ethereal Eyes.
Yeah, but they
Mhm.
discontinued that one.
Oh,
right?
I
I thought it was
Yeah.
Imperial Eyes.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
Yeah.
that's the
Realizes
one
this
I
one.
wanted
That
because
one
I
is
did a
cooler.
makeup with, or I did
Yeah.
a wedding party with you, and I saw that, and I went, and they had, we're introducing a new ethereal eye.
Oh really?
So now it's different. They don't make that
I
one.
don't really use it ever, so
Oh,
you're not
okay.
missing out.
I use it on
Oh,
myself.
okay.
I don't use it on. That's why I thought
You
it was too
don't.
cool.
2
Oh,
summers
it
ago I
is
used
too
that.
I feel like I'm wearing one of them
There's
today.
like
I'm
a
wearing
It's
brown
really
shimmer
pretty.
that I love for
I feel like if
under
I
eyes.
can tell that
It
it's
gives a
cool,
little
then
bit of
it's like
dimension
significantly
and
cool.
shimmer without it being like
My biggest
wearing
problem is
one
that I
of those.
can't
and
tell.
it's like but it gives
when
a little glow. And that's about the only one I
I
use.
never
There's
know
like
if
two
this
in there
is
I
what
use
it
on
is.
my palette,
I like the
Females.
hammer or
This is
hammer
more
is
one
yellow
that
from
goes
there.
Oh, really?
But the
My
thing
delivery
is,
file.
it's shimmer.
This is the matte.
It's a little bit,
I know
when
it
it
is.
shrinks over time,
She's
it
got
Yeah.
some
breaks.
settings
So
with
it's
her
just
phone.
like,
That's
Yeah.
annoying.
Okay,
That's
that they
now.
can.
Oh, also
But,
too,
yeah.
does everybody have a
I'm
fan?
in the chair.
I don't.
Actually,
Okay.
like
I've been using
So-
that often in between, like my brides to like layers, like so I'll like
Yes.
Mother's Day bride.
Oh, no,
yeah,
hot.
hot flashes.
I actually got a fan.
You guys,
And
you were
I
at
have
the
an
wedding
actual
with
fan,
me.
yeah.
My bride was sweating so bad. She had her robe was made out of
Did that work?
her mom's wedding gown, so it's like gown material. She was sweating so bad, she literally stuck this under her armpit and just sat like that while I did her makeup. I know, I was wiping it with alcohol a lot.
I have a
had
fan
a
that we
bride
used at my
once
sister's
that
wedding. I
was
was like stuck in my
having
kid.
a,
Like,
like,
I use the
breathing
future. I forget it's
reaction,
there.
so,
I'll
like,
put it
Oh, I
aside.
love it because
And
it's
she
just like,
held the fan
Yeah.
so she could blow it away from
Oh,
her face while I
smart.
was doing makeup, and
Well, that,
helped a lot too.
Makeup by Spencer. He
Yeah,
uses a
love it.
fan to dry it, like eye glue.
that's
For
what I
us,
do
yeah.
too.
So sometimes I use that if I need
Instead
it to
of
dry
I wanna
faster.
hit the yes
I'll use it
and not the
also
in.
depending on like their
Because it
skin. If they're
won't
super
go.
oily, I spray setting sprays in the middle. Like after I get my creams on, I do a setting spray and then I dry it and then I'll go on to powder. hours.
Okay.
So I'll use the setting spray like at least 2, sometimes 3 times if they have like oily skin, or you know, if they want it like super glowy, we're using less powder. Like I spray and spray and spray.
I really don't use a lot of powder at all.
I just got that is it Dialba?
Oh, you need.
I love that
wearing
stuff.
it.
Are you? I am too. Actually, I am too. Yeah.
What are you guys wearing?
The Dialba first spray serum.
My husband goes, is that a tag in there?
That's very
It's a-
glowy.
Yeah, he's
In
very,
fact,
you
I
like
watched another
glam, like,
artist use it,
but he
and
also
the makeup again
does-
was so pretty. I
he
was like,
does,
what did you do?
I know.
And she said,
he
I
has
do
some
it
really
first,
beautiful bridal looks, but he is
after
very
powders,
much like,
and then again at the
not
end
afraid
for a
of
lot more
makeup.
glow.
Mhm.
Oh,
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's
And
just,
you can
he's just
feel
a
it,
funny,
like,
like,
You
setting.
can. You feel like it's
Does he have
like
a private
drinking. My
account?
skin's so dry though, and it just like.
I thought
feels
for
like
sure
it's-
my makeup was gonna be like off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait, no.
No, your skin looks very supple.
let me find this.
Yes.
Okay.
He's on YouTube. He does like a lot of YouTube.
So I'm
videos,
gonna
but-
clean up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not like a perfect bridal look, because I didn't spend a full hour
Oh, your
messing
skin
with it. I
looks
just
great.
applied some
It
stuff.
looks beautiful.
But she's
She's
glowy.
Yes.
I think you need like a. You should have maybe color corrected under her eyes.
Contour her too.
What, you used a
No, I
setting
just
spray?
used
So you put your highlight.
yeah, also a really good contour. That's why I love it, because then we all get good product recs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's Fenty. This is
Mm.
Swedish. It's freaking fantastic for white people.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like from light to dark on white skin. This is like all over. It works so great. It's not too dark and it's not too gray. I love it.
Okay, let me take a picture of it.
Because you know sometimes like
Thank you.
contours I feel like can be very gray and then they're
Do you
hard to
have-
blend in
Yeah.
a little better.
Issues with because I have like an LYS.
What is?
The contour, a lot of their sticks.
Yes. Some are yellow, some are like gray. I have a very hard time with cool toned
Oh.
contours. So normally, like I said, I don't generally contour, but I always use a bronzer, like a cream bronzer, and I feel like that can kind of work.
Yeah.
And I'll use it sometimes on their nose as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what I will do sometimes too, like if they're like full glam and they want or need a lot of
Oh
coverage,
yes, I know.
I'll use my lighter full coverage foundation here, and then here I'll use, so say I use like, say Melanie's a level 20, and I use like my 20 all over, then I'll use like a 55 here
Yep.
and under here, because then
I
that'll
love
give
that.
like stronger structure to the face. It like, and it's like a noticeable lifted. It's much more than the subtle cream bronzer. So I feel like that works really well too, and then you're getting like extra coverage with it. You know, for the people that want a lot.
I love that.
Do my eyes.
Do you ever, Victoria, have issues with like putting that? How do you apply that on a client? Do you use like a brush?
Stippling brush. That's what
Okay.
So I would
like.
I would put it in the pan with this. I put it on the thing, and then just use like one of these kind of brushes, and I draw the lines.
Oh, okay.
And then I could either use like a stippling brush, like I have a short.
And do you spray it with setting spray before? Because I feel like when you're moving it around on the skin, sometimes it like makes
That's a
this
great
stuff
idea. I
more,
haven't
like-
done it.
So,
So I feel like you can't move it too much.
It
You have to
doesn't
like
shift it.
press
Oh,
is the thing. So like I'll
Like
put it on the
a
skin and
natural
maybe
wipe.
press, or I'll
I'm a
press
little
with like a
intimidated by this.
sponge.
Okay.
I think key too when you're using contour, and I think where people get it wrong, and this is me as well because it's very tricky. I think you have to use like one to keep it from looking too like 2016. I think you have to use contour and a bronzer.
Bronzer, yeah.
And
Something more
contour-
ashy.
Needs, and because it just from whether you're stippling or using a sponge, contour tends to run down. It's very easy to get it to come down.
Oh, okay.
So like when I put it on, I put it on really high. Like I'm putting on the contour here
Okay.
and pressing in and almost letting it go up. And then if I'm using a cream bronzer, which I feel like you want to, because otherwise you're getting like that, you know, the like the Kardashian where it was like all very kind of sharp. I use the cream bronzer and I use it like way up top.
Okay.
You know, so you can kind of blend them a little bit together. So you're getting a little bit of depth, but you're still keeping the warmth on the skin.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be really good for, you know, people who are like want to be chiseled kind of thing.
Snatch.
Yeah, but I think it's like you have to place it so high and really like press
Maybe
almost
let's
up
snatch.
with
Oh,
it to
that's
get it to
good.
go in. Because otherwise, when you press down,
Yeah.
you lose the line,
Okay.
right? And another thing I do a lot is I'll use whatever concealer that I use. I usually don't go too much lighter on concealer, but I do it like a little bit, like just a titch. And especially if they want that snatched look, like, you know,
Yeah,
here's
that's
the
what
thing,
I'll end
I'm
up
putting the
doing, 'cause I
concealer
just kinda
here.
correct that.
Yep, I put the concealer under that to sharpen it, and also doing concealer like here, this way.